Hi everyone, I'm Kelsey and welcome back to my channel, Connecting with Spirit. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a channeling, a healing. We'll see how it turns out. But I pretty much just got a download from Spirit to do this healing today, along the lines of supporting you if you're feeling any sort of fear, any sort of terror around dark energies, dark entities, dark forces, these sorts of things. So if you are on a healing journey, if you're on an awakening path, if you're on an ascension path or a spiritual awakening journey, it is kind of, well, I feel inevitable that at some stage you're gonna bump into, brush up against, or awaken to certain energies that are present on the planet right now, primarily darker energies, demons, these sorts of things, malevolent forces, whatever sort of name that you want to put on them. And as you awaken, as you your third eye opens, you become aware of these energies, you learn more about them. It can quite honestly be a really harrowing time. You can feel absolutely terrified, in fear. I know there have been several occasions where I have felt that. Me personally, I did encounter the darkness on my spiritual path, being attacked by demonic entities. I do have some videos where I talk about my personal experiences, and I'm going to put them in the description box if you want to have a look at them. And I know, at various stages of my journey, when I encountered these energies, I have been absolutely terrified. I didn't know what to do. I very much went through this journey by myself with spirit, so there was no one really else that I could turn to and talk to about demons and things like that, dark energies, malevolent forces. So yeah, I really just wanted to make this video for you. If this is what is happening for you right now, if you have like overturned a rock and you can see the dark energies, if you're struggling with dark energy attachment or something like that, or your awakening journey where you've just awoken to the fact that there are dark energies in our world and it's just absolutely freaked you out and you don't know how to wrap your head around it, what to do about it, this healing is for you. And I also want to reassure you as well, because on my journey I have encountered these sorts of energies, but right now I have gotten to the stage where I am not afraid. I'm not afraid. I don't feel terror. If I encounter the dark energies or the demons, it's just sort of like, oh, another day, another demon type thing. But this was something that I wanted, and I worked really hard with spirit in relation to this, because I did not want to be afraid. I did not want to have the dark energies to have power over me, to have a hold over me in relation to this. So I was taken on a journey by spirit to become fearless, because that's what I wanted, to not have any fear in relation to the dark energies now. So now I'm like, okay, they don't faze me whatsoever. But that is something that I wanted for myself. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, that it is possible to get to a stage where you don't bat an eyelid. You're like, oh, okay, a dark energy, grand, I know what to do about that, no problem at all. And then there's no fear, there's no terror. You're just fully centered in your power, and you're like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna hold my light, and that's that. The darkness doesn't stand a chance type thing. So yeah, just wanted to reassure you about that it does get better. The fear and the terror does lessen, and you can also achieve freedom from the dark energies as well. But yeah, this is a healing for you if you're going through any of those sorts of things that I have mentioned, just to ease those fears, those worries, that terror. That's all I have. We'll just kind of go into the energies and see what comes up like I usually do. But yeah, that's sort of the gist of it. Okay, So with that all being said, if this is something that you would like to receive, please do give your permission in whatever way feels comfortable for you to receive this energy. And I'm going to connect into your energy field so I can channel it for you. And again, this healing is timeless, so it doesn't matter when you watch this video, that you'll still be able to receive the beautiful energies that I'm channeling. Thank you very much. So I'm going to ask my healing team of light just to connect me in into all those beautiful souls who have given their permission now and in the future to receive this energy healing from me. And calling in all of your healing teams of light, calling in all of your healing teams of light, calling in all of your healing teams of light to assist us for this healing and channeling today. I'm going to call in Archangel Metatron, calling in Archangel Metatron, calling in Archangel Metatron. And I'm going to ask Metatron to activate a sacred healing space around each and every one of us energetically now, and to anchor it in. So we usually see us sitting in circle for this energetic sacred space, and it's usually like a lattice dome going over us. The lattice dome can change colors. Today I'm seeing it like it's Christ consciousness, that brilliant white light of the Christ consciousness, and also a golden flame of the Christ consciousness energy as well, coming in around us just to envelop us in this beautiful energy for this healing today. And this is your opportunity to tune in with your psychic senses to see what you can sense as the sacred space envelops us. Thank you, Metatron. I'm gonna ask Metatron just to activate an Anana around each and every one of us, and around the sacred space as well. Your own unique Anana, please, Metatron, or everyone's own unique Anana. So usually the Anana is made out of archangels. It's what I like to refer to as heavy duty angelic protection, because you're completely surrounded by archangels. However, I usually like to ask for the Anana that's best for you, which means that that not all of the energies that surround you are going to be archangels. They could be ascended masters, they could be dragons, unicorns, whatever have you. So to just be aware, as those energies get activated, you might become aware of the different energies that are going in around you. There's going to be one in front, behind, to your left, to your right, and then 4 other energies in between those 4 that we have laid, and then an energy above and an energy below. So it's like a complete bubble, and this is also happening outside our sacred space as well. So just, we're completely surrounded by absolutely beautiful protective energies for this healing session today. Trying to get comfy. And I'm going to ask Archangel Metatron just to lower a pillar of white light around each and every one of us, and to anchor that in as well. Thank you, Metatron. And then I'm going to call down energy from source that's of the highest and purest love and light vibrational frequency. Whatever needs and wants to come down, that's best for all of us to receive today. Bringing that energy down into your stellar gateway chakra, opening and activating your stellar gateway. So I'm seeing a beautiful golden light. It's the golden flame that I had described as we were putting in the sacred space. It's the golden flame of Christ consciousness coming down for this, and it's spiraling down into your soul star chakra, opening and activating your soul star. So it feels like this fear runs really deep, that it originates in past lives, depending on what sort of experiences you've had in your past lives. Also hearing parallel lives as well, any sort of experiences that you've had with dark energies, dark entities, dark forces, malevolent beings, where you have been left traumatized, absolutely fearful, terrorized, horrified. There's just a healing coming in for you in relation to this, for past lives, for parallel lives, to help ease fears, to help ease worries. And to help you to disentangle yourself from the darkness is what I'm hearing. So energy of Jesus coming in strongly, and Mary Magdalene. And we also have Mother Mary and Lilith. Also have Hecate, Kali, Shiva, and unicorns, as well as galactic energies, the Pleiadians coming in for this as well. And Queen Maeve, who is a Celtic goddess. So you might be aware, again, this is just your opportunity to tune in to the energies to see what you can sense with your psychic senses. So it is in your soul star, which is above your head, but you might be feeling the energy kind of trickle down into your crown. Or you might be aware of these energies that I've just named coming in and being around you. There's a lot of blue. There's a lot of bright white light. And this sort of, I don't know, like sword energy cutting through the darkness type thing. But that seems to be happening for the past lives where, you're being disentangled from the darkness. So you're being, that energy is being cut. And you're being freed from, it's like entanglements, webs, these sorts of things. In relation to dark energy. So I'm just seeing like tendrils of darkness. It almost looks like, if you would imagine, I guess the Dementors in Harry Potter, but the really scary ones where they're just like the formless wisps of that black energies. That's just kind of what I'm seeing. and wisps of darkness. I'm just going to ask for them to be removed, the tendrils of darkness, for them to be pulled out of your energy fields on all levels, layers, bodies, fields, and systems of you. Past and parallel lives, please, for that energy to be transmuted. Or to be sent back to wherever it originates from. So we're going to call in Archangel Azrael for this. Calling in Archangel Azrael. Calling in Archangel Azrael. And just asking Azrael to open up a portal to the lower dimensions and to assist you by the other archangels to return any of those sorts of dark energies to their own dimension. So this might take some time because it feels like there is quite there's quite a lot that the angels are going to, let's say, shepherd back into their own dimension, these dark energies. Sometimes like they don't want to go willingly, so it's like a battle. But there are legions of archangels here for this. To wrestle you free from the darkness. And I hope you are feeling this archangel energy. It's just super strong and really reassuring. Okay, so a lot of light still being poured into those past and parallel lives. It's very extensive. As we continue to bring down this energy, gosh, I'm feeling really sleepy now. So I'm just going to ask that any energy that was removed, that it's replaced with love. Or if there's something else that you would like to replace the energy with, please do say that in your mind or even out loud now, and the angels will replace that within your own energy field for you. So as we continue to bring down this energy into your crown chakra, opening and activating your crown, and it just feels, because I'm feeling absolutely exhausted, almost like I'm going cross-eyed with the tiredness, that some of these dark energies have been draining your life force, literally sucking the life out of you to the point where you feel absolutely drained. You can't see straight, you can't think straight, you don't have energy for anything really. So with the archangels and also Jesus, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Lilith, Kali, in Shiva and Queen Maeve, we're just going to remove any and all drains, cords, attachments that you might have currently with any and all dark energies, entities, forces, parasites, these sorts of energies. It's going to ask for those things to be pulled out and transmuted with the violet flame. And any areas where those cords are pulled out, for those to be healed and repaired, please. And dark energies be sent back to their own dimension. So I'm just hearing like a parasite cleanse. Now this isn't, is it? I was going, yeah, no, it's not physical parasites, it's like energetic parasites. So that's what's happening now. The archangels, as well as the other energies, Jesus, Mary Magdalene, and co, are doing a parasite cleanse on your energy field, your auric field in particular. If there's any sorts of parasites that are latched onto your energy field, they're going to remove them and do any healing or repair work that you might need in order to strengthen your own energy field. Because that's what happens. One of your best defenses against dark energies is to ensure that your auric field is whole, because if you have any holes or rips or tears in it, that's how the dark energies can latch on into your energy fields, for psychic attack, for draining off your energies, for feeding off like trauma, these sorts of things. So the one thing to look at is to check in and see what sort of a state your auric field is in, and to do any repairs or any healing work that you might need in order to ensure that it is whole and you have that energetic boundary in place fully, and then that acts as your boundary, your first line of defense against these darker energies and entities. So I'm just gonna ask your healing teams of light if this is something that you need to work on, if this is something that you need to be aware of, that they provide you with that information. They provide you with how to go about that, how to heal it, how to make sure that your auric field is whole and is operating as best as it can be to protect you from these sorts of energies. And if there's any other questions you want to ask in relation to this, your auric fields, healing it and whatnot, please feel free to ask them out loud or in your mind's eye to your healing team, where I'm going to ask that you receive the answers, that those answers be brought up to you into your conscious awareness in a way that you can understand them. And that might happen now during the session or later on. It'll just depend. So seeing dragon fire coming in for this parasite cleanse. You might see it in your mind's eye. You also might feel a temperature change. I'm feeling one now. It's very hot. It's dragon fire, but also that beautiful golden flame of the Christ consciousness energy. Just seeing it envelop you in your auric field, and it's just like spreading like wildfire, burning through anything that's not yours to carry any longer. Any of those parasitic energies that are just leeching off you. So we continue to bring down this energy into your third eye chakra, opening and activating your third eye. So just getting the sense for some of you, I don't know if this has been a gradual process or your third eye's just blasted open and you've seen some stuff and you're like, holy moly, how do I shut it down, because I do not want to see what I have seen, and it's absolutely terrified you, whatever it is that you have seen. For some of you, it feels to the point where you're traumatized by whatever it is that you have seen. So I just feel like there is extensive healing coming in for you for this. So I don't know if it's the trauma of having your third eye just being blasted open so you could see things, or the trauma of seeing whatever it is that you're seeing, or both. Could also be the case. But just Jesus and Mary Magdalene in particular coming in to place their hands, it's like this, over your third eye, and at the back of your head there is another chakra called the Ulta Major, I think. So you might be aware of their hands, you might feel them just on your forehead and the back of your head as they perform healing. And also to ease fears, worries, terror, trauma, horror, regret, and anything else that you might have felt during these experiences. You might feel those emotions coming up as well, to just allow them to come up and to acknowledge them as they do. That's okay. Whatever you're feeling. Yeah, repairs happening as well, healing happening. Almost like you've had a shock to your system. Also, your nervous system could be impacted as well. So just healing happening on a number of levels in relation to this. Excuse me, clearing happening too. Oh, and I must say, these energies are so strong. So strong. Just a whole lot of love, a whole lot of strength, a whole lot of reassurance and comfort and compassion for what you've been through and your struggle. As the energy continues to move down into your throat chakra, opening and activating your throat. As the energy continues to move and burn down into your heart, your higher heart, your heart chakra, opening and activating these areas to the beautiful golden flame of the Christ consciousness energy. And just really seeing that spark, that flame of the Christ consciousness settle into your heart. And it's feeling like an activation, a reminder, and a reignition of your own divine light, your own spark of Christ consciousness energy. And it's like trying to remind you so that you remember who you really are and your own power, your own divinity. So that you can take strength from this. As you continue on your path. As the energy flows down your shoulders, arms into the palm of your hand chakras, opening and activating your hands. I just feel like there is a heck of a lot of support for you in spirit in relation to this, in relation to your fears, your worries, feeling terrified, your struggle, shock, trauma, whatever the case may be in relation to dark energies or the information that you've encountered or an experience that you've had, different sorts of things. And it's just a reminder to that support is there, and also to ask your healing team of light for help in relation to this. So I'm just going to give you the opportunity now to ask for help if you want to be specific about it, if you want to just leave it open. It's totally up to you. So either saying it out loud or in your mind. Whatever sort of help and support that you need for this, feel free to ask for it. And your healing team of light will receive that and get to work on your behalf. So also feel like it's also a reminder from your healing team of light to look out for the signs, because sometimes when you encounter the dark energy, if you have an attachment in your energy field or you're experiencing interference or something like that, and you're triggered, the dark energy can interfere with your connection with spirit. It can interfere with the connection for yourself and kind of like scramble your internal navigating system, so you don't really feel or receive the messages from spirit that you usually do in the ways that you usually do. But if that's the case, then spirit wants you to remind you to look for the other signs that they send, to reassure you that spirit is still there. You're not alone. They haven't left you alone. It's just that you might be experiencing some interference right now, so the messages haven't been getting to you in the way that you usually receive them. Because it feels like some of you have been battling the darkness for a very long time, and you're just like, oh my god, when is it going to end? Like, it seems relentless. It seems like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. But it's also spirit reminding you that you will get there. There is light at the end of the tunnel. You will get to that stage where you're not fighting or battling in the way that you have been. And you will get to the stage where you completely break free from the dark energy, the cycle, whatever it is that you are currently working on or working towards. Because for me personally, I had a really bad time being psychically attacked because of dark energies within my own energy fields. It took me a very long time in order to fully remove them, and then also work on my strengthening my auric field so that it was whole. And that took a very long time, and while I was doing that work, I was just constantly attacked, relentlessly attacked, and it was very difficult time. It meant that I was kind of like sucked down into a dark hole in a really dark place, and it would take me days, sometimes weeks, in order to kind of crawl myself out of it, to get to a place where I felt okay, and then I'll be hit again and I'd find myself in that dark place again, and this pattern repeated for a very long time, until I got to a stage where I had removed all the dark energies from my energy field and strengthened my energy field sufficiently that when I encountered a psychic attack, I realized it was happening, but it didn't affect me in the same way as it had been before. Like, it didn't have the power to knock me down into that dark hole again. So you will get there. You will get there, even though it feels like a struggle now, and I totally understand. It is a struggle. It does feel very difficult, but you will get to that stage where they won't impact you in the same way. Because it's been about, I would say, over a year now, or no, coming up to a year, where I haven't felt that trauma or experienced that trauma, being dragged into a dark hole after being psychically attacked. So I just want to let you know that it is possible to get to this stage where you've built up your defenses enough that the energy just hits off it and you're aware that it's there, but it doesn't trigger you or traumatize you in the way that it had been before. and you're way more well equipped to handle it. And you have removed those dark energies, attachments, whatever the case may be, from your energy field, so you're not being attacked within your own energy field, as can be some of the case for some of you. So it's also a call to get support for people here like that are on the physical, who you can talk to about this sort of stuff. It can be quite a lonely journey. You can feel alone, thinking, oh my goodness, what if I start spouting off about psychically attacked by demons and whatnot? Like, who's going to believe me? I'm going to be branded as crazy, this, that, and the other. It's a call to talk to those people who can talk, who are open to this sorts of things, who have had those experiences themselves, to get support on that level as well if you need to. Because this is a tough one. So there is information coming in here as well. So for me, personally, a lot of the times I was aware there was a dark entity attachment in my field, but I couldn't fully remove it. And at the time I was like, oh my goodness, like, why why can't I just exercise my free will and my power and boot it out of my energy field? It didn't work, and I spent a lot of time trying to figure out why that I couldn't do that, why that wasn't happening. Even like calling in the angels, trying to do all the protection, cutting the cords, all that sort of stuff didn't work. What I found was that certain times there is a reason for it being there in your energy fields, and it's not going to go until whatever the reason for it being there has been tied up, let's say. So for some of you, it could be that it's there for a particular lesson, that you are learning discernment, and this dark energy is there in order to help you learn discernment, because you have to discern that information coming from the dark energy, or information coming from yourself, information coming from your spirit guides, these sorts of things. Or the dark energy is from a past life. It is a representation of someone from a past life, and karma is being replayed while that dark energy is attached into your energy fields, and you can't remove it until that karmic cycle, or that karma has come to an end, where you have been able to basically cycle through all those emotions. And it's only then where all of those different things, you've had those experiences which meant all the karma has come up and you've been able to clear it, that's been done, that you are then able to remove that entity from you fully. So those are just two examples of what might be going on in relation to the dark energy that's present in your energy field. From my personal experience, there's always a reason as to why it is there. It's a matter of finding what it is, what it's about. Other cases, it might be where someone has put a curse on you, and you might have to remove that curse, or it's some sort of curse that's been put on your family line, things like that. It can be quite deep, and usually would require some sort of light language in order to fully remove it. But yeah, just putting it out there that there is usually a reason. It's just a matter of getting to the reason of why that dark energy is there, and then once you've done that, then you should be able to remove it. But in the time that you are just cycling through the karma and being psychically attacked and whatnot, and being aware that that energy is there, it's a very, very difficult period to navigate. It can be Sometimes what I found is the best thing you can do is just ignore the energy and not get involved in whatever it's trying to do to you. So if it's trying to distract you, if it's putting in like intrusive thoughts, it's creating chaos within you, it's trying to get you to have fights with people, these sorts of things. That's why it's very, very important for you to be aware of these sorts of energies. So if any of those sorts of things are happening, the alarm bells are going off in your mind and you're like, wait a second, what's going on? You're able to identify this might be a dark energy and entity within my energy field or outside, and that you don't get drawn into the trap that they're trying to draw you into. And sometimes the best course of action is to ignore it while you try and figure out or clear the karma or whatever the case may be until you can fully remove it. So a lot to unpack there, but also that if these dark energies are presenting themselves to you and you're afraid, it can be very harrowing, it can be very distressing, but to know that it is an opportunity for you to clear out those old energies from your energy field, to break free from karmic cycles, to free yourself from dark energy and karma as well, to look at it from that perspective, even though I know it can be absolutely really, really difficult, to just look at it in relation to that you are raising your vibration, you are cleansing, purifying, and clearing those old energies from your energy field, and you're moving from a lower vibration into a higher vibration and moving more closer to ascension, to new earth, whatever the case may be. To bear that in mind if you are struggling with these sorts of energies on your path. Bringing this beautiful energy from the Christ consciousness light down into your solar plexus chakra, opening and activating your solar plexus. And it feels like this energy is strengthening your willpower. So, like I had been saying, so you are able to basically have the blinkers on and just focus and concentrate on what it is that you're supposed to be doing, and not getting drawn into whatever the dark energy wants to try and draw you into, whether it's they want to create chaos or conflict or things like that, that you have your willpower to be like, actually no, I'm doing this thing and I'm just going to focus on this, and I'm not going to be drawn into the will of someone else or something else. So feeling like there is an activation for the armor of God coming in now as well. This literally feels like a suit of armor is being placed around you, so you might feel a bit heavy because that suits of armor are heavy. So I usually see the suits of armor gold for divine masculine, silver for divine feminine, and lately I've been seeing white, pure white light of the Christ consciousness energy coming in as well. So just taking a note of your suit of armor, if you get a kind of a sense of what that is, or the colors involved, or what it looks like. I'm just seeing like terrific, bright, white, blindingly bright white light coming in around you. And this is indicative of you being a warrior, fighting and standing up against the dark energies. It's also for protection for you as a light worker. You also might be aware of light weapons being activated, or a sword or a shield being placed into your hands. Because it's like God's not going to let you go into battle without fully suiting and booting you and equipping you adequately. So I hope you're feeling that reassurance energy. I hope you're feeling that strength, that hope. That support. And reassurance. So not all of the scenarios that I did outline will apply to everyone. There are many different energies involved for this, so I just take what resonates. So we continue to move down into the sacral chakra, opening and activating the sacral through Christ consciousness energy. So it feels like there is some healing coming in here for like weathering an emotional storm. Because like I said, sometimes if you're being psychically attacked, it can feel very traumatic. Your emotions can be in chaos, and it feels like this is coming in to help with that. This healing, this protection. There's also a reminder about identifying when your emotions, your nervous system is dysregulated, and using your tools to regulate yourself as soon as you notice. So by that, I mean like tools like grounding yourself, getting yourself out into nature, heart breathing, or any sort of other somatic exercises that you do to bring yourself back and calm your nervous system. Breathing as well also helps. It's just about finding the tool that's best for you and then using it to bring yourself back into that space where you feel more regulated. So yeah, there's also like healing and repairing happening for those of you who have gone through that experience where you have felt like you've been emotionally just battered by the psychic attack from the dark energies. As the energy continues to move down into your root, opening and activating your root chakra, some clearing happening here, and just hearing like primal fear. primal fear being played upon. It's almost like your your button has been pushed in relation to any sort of primal fears, terror that you might hold in relation to dark energies. They feed on your fears and they press those buttons to make sure that you are afraid. It's their way of having power and control over you, and then they feed off that emotional turmoil that they have created. Not to mention your life force energy and all the rest of it. So it feels like there's some healing, some repairing happening. If that has happened for some of you, so for some of you, I'm hearing there's like a nervous system reset as well, and just like a soothing balm energy kind of flowing into your nervous system, just to help it, because it feels like it's been chronically overactive in that fight or flight freeze response, and it's taken its toll. For some of you, you might have experienced like an adrenal fatigue sort of thing, so some healing and repairing coming in for that as well. And it's like, so some of you might experience a really pronounced jump scare reflex type thing. If there's like a loud bang or someone jumps out in front of you or something like that, you might have a reaction that's, to most people, looks like it's overboard type thing. It's because your nervous system has been chronically in this state of fight or flight. And you're just like wound really, really tightly like that spring, and it doesn't take a lot for you to pop off. As we continue to bring down this energy, Christ consciousness light, into your knee chakras and down into your feet, opening and activating your knees, your feet, and down further still into your Earth Star chakra, opening and activating your Earth Star. As this beautiful Christ consciousness light continues to move down through the different levels and layers of the earth, where I'm going to ask that you are plugged into the heart of Mother Earth Gaia now, please, separately and independently from one another. Sorry, I was just checking my battery there because there's a weird beep and I was wondering if I was running low. I'm just going to call in Mother Earth Gaia. Calling in Mother Earth Gaia. Calling in Mother Earth Gaia. Just asking Gaia to ground, earth, anchor, connect, and align you to her beautiful energy now, please. And to ensure that you are as embodied or as much as you can be in your physical body right now. Seeing a beautiful purple or lilac color coming from Gaia, wrapping itself around that beautiful golden energy, and that's moving up into your Earth Star chakra. And it's bathing your Earth Star. It's like, I can see like a cup being filled up with this beautiful liquid lilac energy. Also have some horrible ascension pains in my toes, which is why it's making, I just shifting around here because it's I just feel so uncomfortable with the pain right now, so please excuse me. So it feels like Gaia's coming in to help wash fears away, is what I've heard, and also to restore and replenish your energy field and levels as well. As this purple energy moves up into your feet, your toes, your shins, calves, knees, filling up the chakras there, and moving into your thighs, root, and filling up your root chakra. Oh, it's feeling absolutely beautiful, really calming, really soothing. Like a port in a storm type thing, a sanctuary. As Gaia's energy continues to move up your abdomen, filling up the cup at your sacral, solar plexus, and heart into your chest. And just feeling like there's a message coming through from Gaia about not getting disheartened, even though the struggle is unbelievably very real, very difficult. It's just like Gaia wants to remind you not to get disheartened, that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light ultimately will win and succeed. And to feel into those words as I've just said them, to feel into the truth of that, and to just keep going, to hold on to your goal, and to just keep going, keep working towards it, keep taking steps, because you're gonna make it, you're gonna get there, and you're gonna be free from the darkness. Sky's energy moves down your shoulders, arms, into the palm of your hand chakras, filling up the cup there. It's just like a beautiful energy of peace has just descended. As Gaia's energy moves into your throat, filling the cup here, your face, filling the cup in your third eye and your crown. Pouring so much love. I'm just going to ask that energy is brought up into your soul star, stellar gateway, and that is plugged into either the galactic grid or an earth grid, whatever one is best for you right now. And you can just feel into that and see which one or first is for you right now, or is best for you. Thank you very much, Gaia. So the Pleiadian energy coming in right now. But we're just going to take a minute to bask in this beautiful energy. I almost want to just curl up into a ball and lie down and go to sleep. Just going to take a minute to bask in this beautiful energy and in this peace. And I'm going to channel some light language from the Pleiadians to help you with any fear that you might have in relation to these encountering the dark energies, demons, entities, these sorts of things. And when you're ready, just taking 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth to really anchor in that code, those codes. Could just really feel lots of fear energy being released there as we were breathing out. So it does feel like we're being held. Certainly the sort of sensation that I'm feeling right now. And I'm reluctant to move out of this energy because it is so beautiful. So I am just gonna give us another few seconds and then I'm gonna close this down. And I'm just going to ask that you are indeed fully grounded, earth anchored, connected and aligned to the heart of Gaia. That you're fully embodied within your physical body, or as much as you can be right now. And that any excess energy is brought down through your chakras and sent into Gaia to be grounded. Okay, feeling the heat of the violet flame coming in just to do a cleanse on your energy fields, all levels, layers, bodies, fields and systems, including soul level in relation to anything, any sort of energetic debris that might have come loose as a result of receiving these energies. Just clearing, cleansing, completely removing and transmuting those energies so that your energy field is left clear. Just going to ask Metatron to balance, harmonize, stabilize, recalibrate and realign all levels, layers, bodies, fields and systems of you. In alignment with feeling fearless when you come up against any sort of dark energy. I'm seeing Kali coming in with some sort of blessing. I'm like seeing her tongue and like fire or flame or something like that. And it's for her fierce, fiery determination in the face of darkness, because Kali is a Hindu goddess and she is known for literally lopping the heads off of demons. So it's kind of like a blessing. It's like receiving that aspect of her energy in order to help you moving forward. And Shiva as well, also a Hindu god. Have Hanuman here also. And if you're resonating with any one of these energies, a good idea to call them in next time when you're encountering dark energy, just to help you. Just gonna ask for your aura to be zipped up. Zip up their aura, zip up their aura, so that they feel strong, safe, secure, confident within their energy fields, walking on their path. Feeling another temperature increase. There's more energy coming in. Just gonna ask for cords that might have been formed between us to be pulled out fully and completely, for them to be transmuted with the violet flame, and for the areas where the cords were pulled out within us to be healed and repaired. I'm gonna ask that that anything was open to be closed, healing portals, vortexes, channels, chakras, a sacred space. Anything that was open, close it down. Anything that was open, close it down. And disconnect me from all of those energies who I connected with as part of this healing. Returning your energy to you and my energy to me, so we are separate and independent once more. And just thanking all the different energies that were present for this session today. Gaia, the Pleiadians, Christ consciousness energy, Jesus, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Kali, Shiva, Hanuman, the dragons, unicorns, and any other energy that I might have forgotten. And of course you yourselves, thank you so much for being here, for receiving from my heart to yours. Namaste. Okay, just being guided to pull a card before we wrap this one up. Oops. So I was balancing the camera on my cards. So, okay. If you can see the cards there, just gonna ask what else, or what's the message? Oh my goodness. And I just knocked out pretty much half the deck. Has fallen out of my hands, but there was one that did knock out before the rest of the deck just flew out of my hands, and it's this one. And I'm so pleased to see it. It is After the Storm. number 1. And it does feel very much like when you come up against the dark energy, it does feel like you're in the midst of a storm. But here's you making your way out of it, freeing yourself from the darkness. And it's card number 1, and creating a new beginning for yourself. Love this brilliant gold energy. That's the energy of the Christ consciousness that was present the whole time in this session as well. It's just another reminder for that. Also really love the owl imagery around, spreading your wings and being able to fly, and it being about freedom as well. And the owl, of course, is indicative of wisdom, that you will have attained so much more wisdom from going through this journey. By the end of it, it's like you won't be the same person you started as on the way out, but it'll be a good thing, and you will have accumulated so much skill, so much knowledge, so much wisdom on this journey. And to remember that. And I think that is pretty much it. Yeah, that is pretty much it. So those were those messages associated with that card. I hope you enjoyed the energies of this session. It was quite heavy, but also really peaceful there at the end. So I hope you really felt that, and I hope you have received whatever it is that you needed to get from this video. That you feel more hopeful, that you feel strengthened, renewed, whatever the case may be, more confident going forward, fearless. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Do leave me a comment to let me know how you got on. And other than that, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.